you still have more than 60 days to prepare and give your PMP exam before the new format comes in effect. Now many of you have reached out to me saying, Gopi, I'm so stressed preparing for this exam. How do I memorize all the ITTO? I'm not able to do work-life balance, and on this preparing for exam is an added pressure. Should I be giving my exam now or wait for the new format? Now if you are in the dilemma, then this video is for you. I passed my PMP exam first following the right strategy, and there are many ways through which you can achieve the objective of clearing this PMP exam. You could plan to do it in 60 days, 45 days, 30 days. But first and foremost, what is required is to plan. There are many brain-friendly ways through which you can prepare for this exam. Keep watching this video till the end so you don't miss out anything and you can have your own plan, a firm plan with which you can go and pass this exam. Also, if you have any question, do comment below. I respond to every single comment. And if you like it, do click the like button as well as share it with friends who are preparing for PMP exam. Well guys, there are no shortcut to prepare PMP exam. You will have to put in your effort. But there are many brain-friendly techniques through which you can learn faster and better. Now I'll come to those later. First and foremost is that you need to commit to this exam, which means that you have to come with your own plan. Whether it is for 60 days, 45 days or 30 days, you need to create that plan. I see that many of the people with whom I have spoken have said that we will first prepare for the exam and when we are comfortable, we'll go and commit to the exam. I would say go and take the exam date first, and that is the way you're committing to this exam. Whoever has done that, they have gone ahead, they have prepared seriously and they have passed. And those people who have been doing the first part, they're still continuing, they're still thinking whether to give the exam or not, because there is no firm plan. So commit to the date. It's like moving the goalpost as per your convenience. This will not happen when you commit to the date. How much time do you require to complete the PMP exam from start till end? Well, I say you don't require more than 100 to 120 hours. Believe me, if someone says that, oh, I will have a plan for 200 hours, you are delaying, you are demotivating yourself into bringing that seriousness. A plan of 100 to 120 is more than adequate. I'm a very average person. It takes a lot of deliberation, it takes a lot of effort for me to understand things fundamentally. I did in less than 120 hours and I call myself as an outlier. For smart people like you, in fact, it will be lesser than this. But this is what I think is a reasonable time. Anything above 120 hours is a waste of time from your end. Now this 120 hours of preparation, you can spread it over 2 months or 45 days or 30 days as per your convenience. But have a plan. This is very basic minimum. When I was preparing for PMP exam, I had created this 120-hour plan over 2 months, which is more than adequate. And I was slow, steady, and I completed and achieved my objective. Every day, I would check my progress. Even on days when I would feel like not studying, I would push myself to come and sit in front of the resources and look at the resource, even if I was not studying. And that actually started motivating me that I should put in real effort and not just sit here to do nothing. It took time. With a full-time job, committing to an exam could be very, very stressful. And it took about 15 days for me to fine-tune and get into the study mode. In your case, it could be a lot quicker. As I said, it took about 15 days for me to get into the groove. And this 120 hours plan includes this also. Treat PMP like your newfound girlfriend. It requires undivided attention. Now, one thing has been common in all my interaction. You have asked about ITTO. Is it important? Is it important to memorize it? And how do I do this? Don't memorize it. Understand this from a fundamental concept. Once you understand why, how, when, you will be able to do this ITTO. You really don't require to memorize. Now, there are 49 processes and each processes have its own ITTO. ITTO is nothing but input, tools and technique, and the output each process will get you. If you don't understand this fundamentally, memorization is an overload on your brain, and this is actually not required. There are many brain-friendly techniques through which you can understand this concept, and once you're clear, it comes very easily. You don't even have to keep a record of how this flow is. Master these fundamentals, don't memorize it. Now, if someone asks you, please get me a team, You know that as an ingredient, which I call it as input, you need water, you need tea bag, you need milk, you need sugar. Okay, these are your input. And what will be the tools you will be using? Tools will be your utensils and strainer, and these are the tools. The technique would be using the gas stove to heat it up, and then the process what you will follow, the way you will add this to brew into tea. Okay, and what you get as an output, the output is tea. Now if you understand these fundamentals, you know how to make tea. You don't have to memorize it, you just follow the process. Let me take an example from one of the process itself. Now say you have to create a project management plan. So here the outcome is project management plan. So for you to make a project management plan, first and foremost, as an input you require project charter. A project charter is nothing but a formal document which gives direction to the project. It describes the project, it describes the objective very briefly, it describes the stakeholders, what are the outcomes we are looking for, and how we want to do this. Now with this input, the technique what we could use is a facilitation technique where we bring in all the stakeholders. Okay, as a project manager, you just can't go and create any plan. You need to involve stakeholders, get them, facilitate them for discussion, understand what ideas they have, how do we set out to achieve the objective, what kind of problems one can encounter, how do we communicate, and all these things are documented and made into the project management plan. You see, now once you know that unless you have a project charter, you cannot get into this outcome. Your project charter is a guiding document, and then you bring together people, and these people collectively commit to the project, and then you come out with the project management plan. The scope, goals, timeline, how do we track, all this is a collective commitment. I found Shiv Shiva's brain-friendly approach as one of the best way to master this technique. I will share you the link. So my tip for you to crack this PMP exam is to commit to this exam, commit to the date, create your own plan. That plan has to be yours. Understand things fundamentally. Unless it is crystal clear, don't move on. Understand once and forever. If you think you need to complement and learn faster, then you can definitely look at Shiv Shiva's resource, and that could really come handy to you. You sometimes need someone to have dialogue with, understand the concept. It cannot be a one way of communication and learning. So he could come handy for you to learn better. For the exam also, you need some preparation. So mock test could be one way of preparing for the exam. You have to sit through for those 4 hours. Mock test really comes handy. And don't think too much. Just go ahead, act with conviction, and get this 3-letter word with your name. Many have done it, so you can. Hope you enjoyed and learned from this video. Believe me guys, it is not at all difficult once you commit and once you follow through. Hope to see you get this PMP credential soon, and do let me know by commenting down below. Thanks for watching Canada Tried and Tested.